For many, the name AC Milan resonates with memories of glory and dominance. But for newer football fans, the Rossoneri might seem like a fallen giant, overshadowed by more recent powerhouses in the game of football. From being the kings of European football to struggling in the shadows, AC Milan's journey over the past decades has been nothing short of a roller coaster. But the question is, are they on their way back to restoring the lost glory? This is one of football's most intriguing stories: the rise, the fall, and the hope for resurgence of AC Milan. To truly appreciate AC Milan's resurgence, we first must celebrate the club's golden era. The late 1980s and 1990s were a time when AC Milan was not just a club, but a global footballing institution. Under the visionary leadership of Arrigo Sacchi and Fabio Capello, and fueled by the financial power of Silvio Berlusconi, AC Milan built a dynasty that dominated both Italian and European football. Arrigo Sacchi revolutionized football with his innovative tactics, introducing a pressing zonal marking system that transformed the way the game was played. This approach, combined with an unwavering commitment to teamwork and discipline, made Milan almost unbeatable. The team boasted a roster of legends including Franco Baresi, Marco van Basten, Ruud Gullit, Frank Rijkaard, and of course, Paolo Maldini. Under Sacchi, Milan clinched their first European Cup in over 2 decades in 1989, demolishing Steaua Bucharest 4-0 in the final. The victory was followed by another European triumph in 1990, making Milan the first to win back-to-back European Cups since the competition's inception. When Fabio Capello took over in 1991, he continued Milan's tradition of excellence. Capello's Milan was a defensive powerhouse known for their solidity and organization. The team went unbeaten in the 91-92 Serie A season, a remarkable feat that remains one of the greatest achievements in Italian football history. Capello led Milan to 4 Serie A titles in 5 years and another Champions League victory in 1994, where they famously thrashed Barcelona 4-0 in the final. This era wasn't just about the trophies, it was about the legacy of a team that had set new standards in football. AC Milan became a symbol of innovation, excellence, and sheer class. They were the benchmark against which all other clubs were measured. But as the 1990s came to a close, the winds of change began to blow, signaling the end of an extraordinary chapter in Milan's history. As the millennium dawned, AC Milan faced a period of transition. Ancelotti took over in 2001 and quickly instilled a sense of confidence and ambition, building a squad capable of competing at the highest level. The likes of Andrei Shevchenko, Andrei Pirlo, Clarence Seedorf, and Kaká formed the backbone of a team that would go on to achieve great things. The 2002-2003 season was a turning point. Milan's journey to the Champions League final was a testament to Ancelotti's tactical genius. The final against Juventus was a tense affair, ending in a goalless draw and going into penalties. Milan held their nerves, with Dida's heroics in goal and Shevchenko's decisive penalty securing their 6th European Cup. This victory was a pivotal moment, reaffirming Milan's place among Europe's elites. Under Ancelotti, the team's diamond midfield with Pirlo orchestrating play from deep and Kaká's explosive runs became a hallmark of their style. The Rossoneri's ability to adapt and dominate opponents made them a formidable force not just domestically but across Europe. The 2003-2004 season saw Milan lift the Scudetto, showcasing their dominance in Italy, but perhaps the most memorable moment of Ancelotti's era came in 2007, after the outbreak of the 2005 final in Istanbul. Milan returned to the Champions League final facing Liverpool once again. This time, revenge was sweet. A brace from Filippo Inzaghi secured Milan's 7th European Cup, cementing Ancelotti's legacy as one of the club's greatest managers. Despite the success, Ancelotti's era was not without challenges. The Calciopoli scandal in 2006 cast a shadow over Italian football, and Milan's involvement led to points deduction and a damaged reputation. The twilight of AC Milan's golden era wasn't marked by a sudden fall, but rather a gradual decline. In 2009, Milan lost the Serie A title race to Inter Milan, and as a result, the owner at the time, Silvio Berlusconi, didn't hesitate to blame manager Carlo Ancelotti. He had this to say: We lost the title race because of Ancelotti. Many times we did not use the right tactics. This triggered the exit of Ancelotti to go on and sign with Chelsea, and on another end, Paolo Maldini retired and star player Kaká signed for Real Madrid. In the early 2010s, AC Milan faced financial difficulties due to the economic downturn, and Silvio Berlusconi brought about new philosophies of selling their top quality players and relying on youth players with significant potential. Star players like Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Thiago Silva were sold to PSG and were eventually replaced with the likes of Stefan El Shaarawy, Adil Rami, Andrea Bertolacci, and Luis Adriano, along with other players like Robinho and Fernando Torres, who arrived the club with high expectations but left without making significant impact. Berlusconi eventually sold the club to new owners, but still, the Rossoneri failed to qualify for the Champions League for several consecutive seasons. Even in the Europa League, they could barely make it past the round of 16. The club's failure to secure European football for 4 straight years was a bitter pill to swallow for fans who had grown accustomed to the glory days. The frequent change of managers only added to the instability. From club legends like Clarence Seedorf and Filippo Inzaghi to Gennaro Gattuso, the club seemed unable to find the right person to bring back the glory days. This period of decline wasn't just about poor performances, it was about identity crisis. Milan, a club with a rich history and a distinctive style, seems to have lost its way. Fans once filled with pride and passion were left frustrated and yearning for a return to the club's glorious past. In the summer of 2019, AC Milan brought back Paolo Maldini as the club's technical director. His return signaled a new era of stability and strategic direction. He began overseeing operations, management, recruitment policies, new acquisitions, and departures. Manager Marco Giampolo was fired 3 months into the job after a terrible start to the 2019-2020 season and was replaced by Stefano Pioli in October 2019. Under his guidance, the club began to find its footing once again. The 2020-21 season saw Milan back in the top 4, and for the first time in 7 years, they qualified for the Champions League. Their performances in Serie A were impressive, with the team showing a hunger and drive that had been missing for years. Their reward finally came in the 2021-2022 season, which was a testament to their revival. Under Pioli's leadership and with stars like Theo Hernandez and Rafael Leao shining, AC Milan reclaimed the Scudetto for the first time in over a decade. Although the following season performances were below expectations, where they finished fourth in the 2022-2023 season and second in the 2023-2024 season, the hope for restoring the glory days of Rossoneri remains alive in the hearts of the fans.